I think in any company that I have spoken with over the last 10 years, I have said some form of, as an operations professor, I know of nothing more powerful than inclusion. And that is because with no new people and no new technology, I can supersize engagement and team performance. Almost every time that I have a talk, for which that's part of it, people come up to me afterwards and say some form of, I hadn't thought about DEI the way you talk about it. That is, I thought it was this boogeyman. And my language for what they're doing is, DEI has become weaponized. My advice has been, and so I want to test it for this, is once it's been weaponized by external forces, you can lament it, but come up with a new phrase. So given all of that context, I know of nothing more powerful than inclusion. And people are reporting to me that in their spheres, DEI has become weaponized. What's the next step there?
So I want to say that DEI wasn't a word until 2020. The fear by diversity-related champions or people who are marginalized and for whom the D and the E really speak to them is that I will be made invisible as well in this process. And so how do we talk about inclusion in a way that says, we're trying to create this environment where people, no matter who they are, can come to this organization, contribute, feel valued, feel like they have a chance to be at the seat at the table. When we do the all thing in the US, it quickly hides the experiences of people who are from historically marginalized groups. So if we move to inclusion because that's our value in our organizations, we want to lead with that, fine. But how do you do that in a way that doesn't allow us to cloak the experiences of the people who often get left behind? That's the dance we're trying to accomplish. It don't matter what you call it, right? It says, can we still make visible? Will we still go looking for the people who are on the margins and try to help them feel like that value is recognized as a universal for them as well?
The thing that gets reinforced for me in this work every day is actually how much room there is for people to come together. And so I think my heart is more open to the idea that, yeah, like there's so much beautiful stuff at the heart of this movement that really is about building the biggest tent possible inside your organization for everyone to show up and be able to contribute to the extent of their capacity. And if we need a new word for this because the old words are getting in the way of people getting on board this train, then let's invent new words.